Hi everyone, we're going to discuss the polar equation and graph by hand. The first thing I'm going to do is divide both sides by 2 over 2 minus cosine of theta. So just put it in the proper form. We know R equals EP over 1 minus cosine of theta. So we're going to get all the information from this. So the first thing we know is that this is not in proper form. So I'm going to pull out the 2 in the denominator and put this in proper form. Now if you notice here, the 2's cancel and you get 1. So there's your new equation. So EP equals 1. And your E equals 1/2. Therefore, you need your P, so we can take 1/2 times P equals 1, so P equals 2. Now, looking at the equation, we know that 1/2 is less than 1, so we know this is an ellipse. And the directrix, since this is cosine, it means it's perpendicular to the polar axis, which is the x-axis. And what else? We know that it's 2 units. And since this is minus, means it's to the left. The left, remember cosine is x, so we're going left to right. Since it's minus, it's to the left of the pole, the origin. Okay, and let's go ahead and graph this. It's an ellipse. Maybe we can, no, I'll do it on the other side. So we're going to draw the directrix, which is 2 to the left. So here it is. Directrix is right here. And it's perpendicular to the polar axis. Now my equation is R equals 1 over 1 minus 1/2 cosine of theta. And I'm just going to plug in the points, my angles, as 0, pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2, 3 pi over 2. So just 4 key points to get the vertices. So we know that cosine of 0 is 1. So 1 minus what we're going to get, and I'm going to kind of erase this so if you want to write it down. We're going to get 1 over 1 minus 1/2. So it's 1 over 1/2, which equals 2. So that's basically R is 2 when your angle is 0. So our angle is 0 here. So it's right here. And then when you do pi, let's do pi here. So if I do pi, it's going to be 1 over 1 plus 1/2, because cosine of pi is -1. So this will be 1 over 3/2, which is 2/3. So we have 2/3 pi. So that's going to be, pi is over on the left over here. So 2/3 going out is very close to 1. So we have that. Now let's get the vertical part. The vertical part is going to be your pi over 2 and your 3 pi over 2. We know that cosine of pi over 2 is 0. So for pi over 2, we get 1 over, let me erase it and just write it out for you here. So basically, you get 1 over 1 minus 0, which is 1. So that's going to be right here. And also for 3 pi over 2, it's going to be 1. So I'm going to come in here from this vertex. I'm going to go in a little bit over here and do the same thing. It's going to be more like close to a circle, isn't it? Okay, so there it is. And let's find out the information we need to know to get the center and stuff. So since I don't really have a lot of room, I'm going to write it down. We have our vertices at 2, 0, and 2 over 3, pi, which was these 2 points. And the other ones were 1, pi over 2, and 1, 3 pi over 2. So those are the 4 points we did. So now let's get our A. Our A is 1/2 of, basically you're taking 1/2 of this 2 plus this 2/3. So 2 plus 2/3, and so A becomes 4/3. So your center is going to be 2 minus 4/3, 0, which is 2/3, 0. So the center is 2/3, 0, which is right there. Okay, so the center equals 2/3, 0, and C equals 2/3 minus 0. So basically 1C is right here, and so we're going to have to add 2/3 to our 2/3 here. And 2/3 and 2/3 is 4/3. So this would be 4/3, 0. So the other foci, the other focus, in other words, would be 4/3, 0. Because one of the focuses is at 0, the pole. So you just add the distance to your center. Okay, that's all. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye-bye.